Brad Pitt, a name that echoes through the halls of Hollywood, a face known across the globe, and a career that spans decades of unforgettable performances. But how did a boy from small-town Missouri become one of the most iconic actors of our time? Let's dive deep into the extraordinary life story of Brad Pitt, from his humble beginnings to the height of international fame. Brad Pitt was born on December 18, 1963, in Shawnee, Oklahoma, as William Bradley Pitt. His father, William Alvin Pitt, managed a trucking company, while his mother, Jane Etta, was a school counselor. When Brad was still young, the family moved to Springfield, Missouri, a quiet, conservative town where he spent most of his childhood. Growing up, Brad was raised in a Southern Baptist household and was known for his charming personality and good looks even at an early age. He attended Kickapoo High School, where he was actively involved in sports, debate, student government, and school musicals. He was popular, talented, and full of ambition. After high school, Brad went on to study journalism and advertising at the University of Missouri. But just 2 weeks before graduation, something inside him shifted. He realized he wanted more. Something bigger. Something creative. He packed up his car, said goodbye to Missouri, and drove to Los Angeles with just a few $100s in his pocket and a dream in his heart. In L.A., he struggled at first. He took acting lessons while working odd jobs to make ends meet, including dressing as a giant chicken for El Pollo Loco and driving strippers to parties. But Brad was determined. Slowly, he began landing small roles in TV shows like Dallas and Growing Pains. His first film appearance came in 1987, in a background role in Hunk. But it wasn't until 1991 that everything changed. That year, Brad had a brief but unforgettable role as a charming drifter named J.D. in the film Thelma and Louise. His shirtless scene in that movie made him an overnight sensation. Hollywood's new heartthrob. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Brad Pitt. Throughout the 1990s, Brad worked hard to prove he was more than just a pretty face. He starred in A River Runs Through It, 1992, Legends of the Fall, 1994, and Interview with the Vampire, 1994, where he shared the screen with Tom Cruise. Each role showed more depth, more range, more grit. Then came Seven, 1995, directed by David Fincher. The dark, twisted thriller was a critical and commercial hit, and Brad's performance as Detective David Mills was praised for its emotional intensity. He followed this with 12 Monkeys, 1995, which earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Brad Pitt had officially arrived, not just as a star, but as a serious actor. In the 2000s, he continued to dominate. He starred in Fight Club, 1999, now considered a cult classic. Then came Snatch, 2000, Troy, 2004, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005, and Babel, 2006. Each film showcased a different side of him: the tough guy, the romantic lead, the philosophical wanderer. Off-screen, Brad's personal life was also making headlines. He married actress Jennifer Aniston in 2000, and they quickly became one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. But in 2005, the couple divorced, and shortly after, Brad began a highly publicized relationship with Angelina Jolie. Their relationship captured the world's attention. Together, they became known as Brangelina, and over the years, they adopted several children from around the world, forming a large, multicultural family. They also had 3 biological children together. The couple married in 2014, but eventually separated in 2016. During this period, Brad's career evolved even more. He starred in films like The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2008, Inglourious Basterds, 2009, and Moneyball, 2011, for which he earned another Oscar nomination. In 2013, he starred in and produced 12 Years a Slave, which went on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, marking Brad's first Oscar as a producer. But perhaps his most celebrated performance came in 2019, when he played stuntman Cliff Booth in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The role earned him his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, a long-awaited moment in a career filled with unforgettable roles. In recent years, Brad Pitt has also turned his focus to producing through his company, Plan B Entertainment. The company has backed critically acclaimed films like Moonlight, 2016, The Big Short, 2015, and Minari, 2020. Through Plan B, Brad has used his influence to tell powerful, diverse stories and elevate new voices in cinema. Beyond the spotlight, Brad has been open about his personal struggles. He's spoken publicly about his battle with alcohol, his commitment to self-growth, and his desire to live a more grounded, authentic life. In interviews, he's often reflective, thoughtful, and deeply honest. Today, Brad Pitt remains a sim